Italy.
Italy.
Yeah, I'm actually coming there next month.
Oh,
to,
really?
Sanremo.
Sanremo, you're
Yeah,
going
I'm
there?
gonna play.
Really?
I'm going
With
to
who?
With the Bloody Beetroots.
Oh, great.
Yeah, Bob is-
You played them with them many times
Yeah,
before,
yeah.
right? I love them. I love
Yeah.
them, and they're getting big.
Yeah.
Really big in
Yeah, and I
Italy.
heard that festival is like 20 million people watch it.
Yeah,
Some
it's the
fucking-
biggest show in Italy. Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
on
it's
for
massive.
forever, you know. So
Yeah, I'm excited. We're doing like a big band thing with the whole big band orchestra.
you just gave me one reason to watch Sanremo. You
Yeah,
know,
cool.
usually I never watch
Yeah,
it.
because
but-
it's not for everybody, I'm sure.
No, you know, it's like old Italian singers.
Right, opera. And all
Yeah,
this stuff.
no, not really opera,
No?
but like Italian pop, like Italian love singers, you know,
got it.
stuff that I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
really
why,
into it. you
That's
know?
why we decided to do it, because it's definitely going to freak some people out.
Yeah, that's great.
Why not?
So, yesterday we were at the press conference, of course, and so my first question is, when this idea, I mean, to quit after this tour surfaced, and were you all on the same page when it did surface, or any of you had some, you know, concerns about it?
Well, we've talked about it for a long time. We always said, hey man, you know, at some point, you know, we should just go out on top how we came in, you know, like fucking balls out. Let's leave the same way, you know. And throughout the 32 years we've been together, we've watched some other bands that we know and grew up around kind of fade away and fizzle out, or do farewell tours and only 2 members, 1 member left. Like, we were like, that's not how we ever envisioned our stay here, our departure, any of that. So this is probably a perfect time for us to kind of go, because we feel like we've done everything, we've accomplished everything we set out to do. We came, we saw, we kicked its ass. It's time to, you know, we what we came here to do, we've done. It's time to move forward.
And do
Yeah.
something different, yeah. But also because, I mean, Motley remained pretty consistent through all their career. Apart, you know, the John Krabi era, you had a couple of lineup changes, but you know, the core of the band, I mean, you 4 guys have always been there. So
Yeah.
I guess that's why. Also,
Yeah.
yeah. And will Alice Cooper join you for the entire world tour?
As of now, I know that he's just doing America and Canada, the first 72 shows or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to come with us for the rest of the world, but for the first leg, yes.
Okay, so you're doing America until November, I think, and then
Yeah.
2015 will be the rest of the world.
Yes.
Yeah, and why do you think Alice Cooper is the perfect fit for this tour? I mean, it's your last tour, it's something huge.
Yeah.
Why Alice Cooper?
Well, we've never toured together. We've toured with everybody else, it seems like. And you know,
He's like us.
he's kind of like, you know, we'd be lying if we didn't say that we haven't been influenced by him somewhat, you know, and the theatrics part of his shows. You know, some of his music, you know, like, so it makes sense, and it will definitely be an exciting you know, couple hours of a concert. You know, you'll see two real shows instead of kind of a band going up and opening up and then waiting for Motley and big show, and then so I think it's going to be cool.
Yeah, and I like the fact, I mean, yesterday Vince, I think, he mentioned the fact that Motley has always been a band for the people rather than a band, you know, that won the big awards or stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, but at some point in your career, did that bother you in some way? The fact that maybe, you know, the big media, especially when you started, I mean, the big media didn't really catch up on Motley until later on. Did that bother you in a way?
I think it used to. I don't think it does anymore. I think I'm like, you know, I'm okay with. I know, for me personally, I know what we've done. I know what we've accomplished. I don't need more platinum albums on my walls, or Grammy awards, or this award or that, another thing to put on the wall. I don't need any of that anymore. At one point, it used to bother me, but now it's just like, I know what we've done. I know what I've done
Yeah,
in my
sure.
heart, you know. So that's
Your
all
fans
I need.
know,
I don't need a fucking award for it.
Yeah, look at what happened with Sabbath. You know, they got the Grammy this year and stuff. But Sabbath, I mean,
Yeah.
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 Even
I mean-
Zeppelin, all the big bands. You know,
And if you look at that, you
Yeah.
know, I think it's, you know, in the same respect, we didn't win a Grammy, but we got nominated, and that's
Three
enough.
times, yeah.
Do you know what that is? That
Yeah.
means that everybody recognized your work, and you were recognized as the best work, you know, the best rock album of that year of 1989. That's good enough for me, man. That, you know,
Yeah.
I don't need the award. I know that what we did was great.
Yeah, and talking about that, what's the biggest thing you've accomplished in your opinion? I mean, the greatest thing you've accomplished so far?
Fuck. We've outlasted them.
Yeah, we outlasted a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of bands. I think Motley from the beginning in '81 when we first got together, we opened a lot of doors. I think for a lot of new rock bands, younger rock bands, younger kids getting together, a whole new genre and a whole new opening for a lot of change. And you know, we set out to accomplish what we accomplished, and there's a lot of followers, and it's like, you know, it was.
We did some damage, my man.
We did
some fucking damage.
We did this not only to ourselves but to the world.
Ah, it's cool.
So,
But I would say that more than anything, Motley were innovators in a lot of ways. You know, musically, because as Mick was saying, you know, in
Yeah.
'81, nobody was doing what you did.
Yeah.
But I would say also, you know, when The Dirt came out, that I think was revolutionary as well. 'Cause,
Yes.
you know, after that, every band out there started writing books about, you know, all their.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think The Dirt remains, you know, like the Bible of
Yeah.
the rock and roll books. You know.
Yeah.
Is there any other like similar book for of any other band that you like that you've read and you know appreciated?
I can't think of any other bands books that I've read that are like that. The Dirt is pretty special. I'm
Jim
look-
Morrison was pretty mean.
Oh yeah.
That guy.
I'm excited for the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
To see The Dirt put into moving picture is going to be.
It's not gonna be easy, right?
Hopefully, it's as good,
Yeah.
or better. Fuck it, you know, because once things come to life, some people go, "Oh, the book is way better," or "The movie was way better than the book." So hopefully,
Usually books are better than movies.
right? Because you create your
Yeah.
own fucking scenarios
Yeah,
and
of course.
your pictures in your mind.
You know, it must not be easy. You need to, you know, to put on screen.
Yeah.
What you know, what the content of that book. You know,
Yeah,
it's amazing.
it's gonna be a lot of work, man. I don't envy that dude.
And also, you, Mick, you're the only one in the band that didn't put out a book. I've read Tommy's
Yeah.
book and Vince. Yet,
Yeah.
yeah. You're
Yeah.
gonna do it because you mentioned that also
Yes.
at the press conference, right?
Yeah.
But are you still already working on it?
Am I working on it yet? No.
No.
I
But you will do it
I got my ideas. I told you yesterday, from death to birth. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. Probably when I'm dying, I won't remember anything. So I don't know. But I want to do, you know, I remember stuff back to when I was 1 year old. And I remember, this is going to sound really like bullshit, but it's the truth. I ran away from home when I was 9 months old. I could walk with a girl named Judy Gressley. And I ran away with her. She was 14.
You could walk
I could walk.
before you were one.
Yes.
It's funny because we have selective memory. We remember the things we want, and we forget the things we don't want to, remember. So, and it's funny because everybody has a different version of how it affected them or how they saw it. So, kind of keeps it nice and weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you also read about, you know, Motley on some other artist's book, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like Slash, you know. And
Yeah, I was just listening to when Alice Cooper and I were doing some interviews this morning. Duff from Guns N' Roses, they were playing a recorded message from him, and he was saying how he was saying that when Alice Cooper took them out, Duff would be coming in from a party from all night long, about 7 in the morning, and he would see Alice Cooper, who was recently sober at that time, with his golf clubs at 7 in the morning going out to play golf as Duff is coming in from a party. And he said, man, I would always feel so fucking bad because Alice Cooper would look at me like, you'll figure it out soon, son. Soon, you'll get it. And it was funny because he goes, yeah, it's funny being in Guns N' Roses and opening up for Motley Crue, and we thought we were like such fucking badasses, but really, those guys schooled the hell out of us. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. They outdrank us. They had code words for drugs. They all had walkie-talkies. Like these guys, the fucking Motley guys, those dudes are fucking professionals. And those guys know how to party. Like we thought, they were like, they thought they were cool and they knew how to party. They like, until we toured with Motley, we didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah. But to this day, I think nobody can match you guys. Come on.
Well, that's a big accomplishment. We're all still alive. That's kind of crazy. I do pinch myself on a regular basis going, wow, we're still here,
alive
dude.
and looking good. Come on,
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
And when you look back at your career, I mean, and I think this is the moment in which you are looking back at your career in a way, is there something that you think you would have done in a different way? I mean, not that was wrong, but you would have done it in a different way.
Never.
Not really?
No, I think we did it the right way. If it was any different, it wouldn't be us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.